Mike the Ref Maloney, Big Bad Boris on the call here tonight.
Let's go! Let's go! Let the Super Kick Party! Yeah, pay the money for that. No one.
And of course, you gotta get the Coffin spin. Hey, yo, 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 and away we go. Chat, let me know how I sound here, because this is a brand new mixer I'm using. Same microphone, same lovely voice, as they would say here. Oh, thank you, Nats fan. I appreciate you. Yeah, I actually switched from the Go XLR over to what's called the Rolling Bridge Cast. I'll have to put a picture out on the socials here, but yeah, we got some brand new software here, so got things here. I had a Go XLR until my last stream on Saturday. We were still running great with it. It just, every time I had to restart my computer, it sound better than Excalibur. Good, I get to check these. Sounds are coming out good too. We're good to go, good to go, good to go. What are you doing with it? Dog, you can DM me if you want. We might, if you want it. People that I know, I will give it to for a swing of a deal. I will be getting rid of it eventually here. The Go XLR was fine. Just every time that I rebooted my computer, it was just a pain in the ass to work with because I basically had to redo all my settings. Mike, that heel turn was fantastic. I'll give you a flower. Hey, you know what? All right, I guess we can get into this right now. Let me, before I miss anything, I need to turn my channel. I was watching college basketball here, but you know what? Let's get to the matter of the point here. I'm hunting for a new setup, but budget will be my problem. Like I said, I'm not... we'll talk later, dog, but trust me, compared to what you're going to have to pay online for one of these, I need to clean up my house. So, clean up my apartment with all these extra computers and parts that I have here. So, we'll chat. But anyway, I have to say this right now. When it comes to AEW, when it comes to WWE right now, there's a very good possibility that the next 6 months of wrestling has been laid out for everybody as long as they want to see it. Do, 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 do. Like I've been talking about this, and just a little programming note for you guys. After AEW Collision on Saturday, rather than having a WWE 2K stream, we're going to actually talk Revolution and give my predictions on the show. If anybody wants to come on, whether camera or not, we can fire that up for you here. Just let me know in advance. I'll be putting out a note tomorrow about it. So, but yeah, like I honestly feel that for everything going on, I think AEW's main event scene is going to be very straightforward, at least for the next 3 months. And WWE, in many ways, this could be setting up Punk as champ as much as I really don't want it, but it does make a possibility that could happen here. And we can get into that later on about the new predictions about what's going to be going on and whatnot. And only thing laid out in advance is Tony's cocaine. Nats, I'm just going to pull that out right now. Unless you talk about Shivani and his calling last night. It's all good. I expected from some people and a lot of people and just the way things go. I appreciate you. Think Cena wins a Mania? Absolutely I do. I honestly thought that the turn might actually happen at Mania, but I think I used the Kappa. One thing about me is I don't know the lingo of using the Kappa so well, so I just throw that there for you, but it's all good. It's all good. I think Cena wins at Mania. I believe that we might end up getting the Summer of Punk. I think we might get back to the Summer of Punk. I think that's where they eventually want to go with this. He's the guy getting the biggest chat. Nats, with all due respect, you never have to ask when you have a question. Just fire it out. We're good. Punk Roman Rollins Mania? Probably. If they want to have Roman a part of it, yeah, that's what they're going to do. Sort of like how they sort of wrote off Sammy for Mania. As we're getting started here on Dynamite tonight. With all this talk about WWE and the Evolve show starting tonight, this is the go-home show to AEW Revolution this Sunday. So we're going to have a lot to talk about here. We need big things. I don't even think we need it. Big things tonight. Get shock it on? Nah. I don't even think we need to. I'll be frank. Well, the big shock it off thing, we got him over here. So what do I think of AEW being on Amazon Prime? All right, I'll get to that right after we're done this promo here. He's in the streets of Sacramento. So he really wants a legit Sacramento street fight. Okay. All right, as we're getting the introductions coming up here, I like the fact that Amazon did get a deal with AEW for the streaming. It's the similar effect that ESPN for the UFC. You still have to pay for it. It's just on a platform that you're able to get access to a lot easier. And let's face it, it's anytime you can get more eyes on a product, like hell on Max, it would be the same thing. Even if Max shows up as a streaming platform for AEW, you're going to have to pay for it. Right now, pay-per-view revenue is the number 2 moneymaker for AEW. Why in the world would Tony Khan throw that away? Seriously, there's no reason for it. Are you going to give back money for no reason? It's like, just bring in the cash. Let it ride. But I will say this, and for anybody in Canada that's been checking this, I did some price checking today. And let me qualify this with the fact that I own a Roku TV that has both Amazon Prime app and the Triller app on it. You go on to Amazon Prime to order this show this Sunday, $56.99 Canadian. I believe they're doing $49.99 American. Down there. So we're getting a bit of a deal conversion-wise up here. However, if you go into the Triller app, and like I said, it's on my Roku TV, I've seen various prices all over the place. I'm getting Dynasty and Revolution. So I'm getting the next 2 pay-per-views for $64.99. So essentially for $5 more, I'm getting 2 pay-per-views. You know what I'm watching it on Sunday then. I'm not exactly the... I don't like the illegal stream stuff. Yeah, I was going to say, the contracts... Hey, why is Ricochet dressing up like me for my grad photo? I wore a black tux and a Chicago Bulls hat, so my picture actually did not get on the class picture. So if you go by the class picture, I technically did graduate. Just had a weird follow on X, but that actually has followers. So I'm like, okay, we'll go with that. Well, that's going to be a fun match. Swerve and Brody versus Okada and Ricochet? Like, okay. Where did we expect that to come out of nowhere here? And Nat, she's saying your team's still in your lane. Which team? Which team are you talking about? But I will guarantee this. Anybody that's anybody that watches the numbers for AEW is going to be in a little bit of yapping tizzy if you're a WWE supporter. Because I guarantee you, people are going to get... The numbers are going to be down tonight just because of the Evolve show. It's the first one. There is a reason why they did it. Which makes having this contract signing here actually really smart. Ooh, get your grandpa. Heh. Sorry, my chat viewer is currently experiencing degraded performance. Ugh. It's all right. I got two different other ways to read chat here, so we're all good. Humoring, giving a rematch. Uh-huh. Somebody might go through a table. I think so. But in many ways, they don't do a lot of that stuff here for these contract signings. It's more a promo in AEW than it is a physical table altercation. Nick, how's it going, bud? How you enjoy watching two shows at once here? I was just mentioning that this is a very smart move here to have our contract signed to open the show, because with everything going on in going up with Evolve right now with the opening of that, a lot of people are going to check it out. Then all of a sudden it's like changing the channel after you see what's coming up. So you let this play out, get it out of the way, and then you get into some good matches. They just announced for tonight we're doing Okada and Okada, Ricochet versus Swerve and Brody in a tag match tonight. Evolve later since I'm new to the like I have it other. That makes sense, and that's actually more what I'm planning on doing later. Called him a prick. All right, Swerve, I see the fire up here. God, Brody's going to be so good. Yeah, like they announced that for Sunday as well. That was just this afternoon they announced that. The whole card's going to be amazing. It really is. Just watch Evolve later. Yeah, like... Glad to see everybody's meeting up with everybody here right now. Sure there'll be a replay. Yeah. Yeah, like for Dynamite, there's actually a replay the next day on Max. We get it the next day on TSN Plus, and I still have that for some weird reason. And actually, I've seen the replays are on Amazon Prime as well. So, ooh, Samantha got brought up. By the way, if you haven't seen Samantha, and she's going Samantha the Bomb right now on the socials. She's just released a new single. Go out and check it out. If not for anything else, then for the damn music video. Oh, we got a scissors match. We got a scissors match that could be on public TV. Swerve with this would be the number one contender, especially if your theory happens. Yeah, like, it actually makes a lot of sense too, right? She's a damn good singer. Absolutely she is. Like, don't worry about the looks. Worry about the talent, and she's got it. Oh my God. Are you serious? Like, because you have Swerve beat Christian? I don't think Swerve beats Christian. I think there's shenanigans there. Even if it ends up being MJF being the one with the shenanigans, because he feels like he deserves a number one contendership. We could go 60 different ways on that. Oh, that's right. We're getting Cope and Yuta tonight. This is where Yuta comes to die. Let's do a scissors on a pole match. Where is it here?
Never. Never. Never.
All right, that's enough of that. We got some weird matches coming up tonight, which I don't mind one bit. Think this is the end of the Death Riders? I think there's going to be a break in it now. So Ian's going to be on. Ian's on Dynamite tonight. This is going to be fun. So yeah, if you guys are interested, I do recommend checking out pricing. The thing is, look at your providers and check your pricing out. I know that a lot of people have been telling me that they've had to actually pay more on the trailer for it. It might be a deal with Roku. I don't know what it is, but I got the 2-pack pay-per-view for $64.99. I put out the receipt without all the details up on my X account if you want proof of it. So it was $68.24 or something for both shows. Prime's coming out at 56 here in Canada. I heard 49 in the States. World's End and Full Gear was about the same on show. Yeah. But like I said, it all depends on... Look around, because I have actually talked to people who are actually thinking about getting a Roku streaming stick, because if I could get the deal that I did, because Triller has a deal with Roku, it might be worth it if you're watching full time. Like if a stick's what, $30? And you're saving $20 on a pay-per-view. Oh, Nick, by the way, what I was talking about is I'm getting a 2 pay-per-view deal with... Know if the 53rd anniversary shows that? I don't think so. I'd have to look, but yeah, they have a double deal once again on Trillers, so I highly recommend getting it. It's on tomorrow, 4:30. That would probably be on the NJPW website. I would think more than anything else. Love the double deals. Yeah, like what I was mentioning before you came on here. The double deal from Triller is $5 more than me buying it on Amazon. One pay-per-view on Amazon. So you know where I'm watching it, right? Like, it's pretty straightforward if you ask me. But this is going to be fun. We're going to have the first half of the show just entrances for the first quarter. It's an easy pick, yeah. It's like we have everybody that's thrown over. Yeah, I think the New Japan stuff's on the street. It only makes sense, right? Why would they throw it on a different one? I know that they do New Japan Strong. They do move over to Triller to use because I've been able to watch a few of the Battle of the Valleys. So, but how's everybody doing tonight? I know we've been running around here a little bit, and it's been an absolute crazy week. I do have to double check to make sure I get my camera fixed once we go full screen here, but you're doing phenomenal. That's great. I hope you're doing as good as AJ Styles. I'm doing okay. I'm using a brand new mixer for my audio here, so if anything sounds a little different, I can also... I was going to try the reverb and all that stuff, but I can't remember exactly how to turn it off, so I don't want to fool around with it too much. We'll get into it later on. I'm still going through the bells and whistles. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. The Roland Bridgecast, it cost me about $300. Basically, I had a Go XLR, and Go XLR just fired all their staff that were working on it. So it was either going with the Elgato XLR attachment, or I'm going with the Roland here. It's both the same price. Vic, good to see you here tonight, sir. I hope you are doing well. HPC Bad Guys, if you want some great wrestling talk every Thursday, let me get a shout out in here. It would help if my fingers would work. There you go. Reverb is my arch nemesis. How you doing? I'll have to pause Dynamite. Shirley read up, but what? Hey, good to see you, Adam. I'm glad you're doing well. Love listening to the pods now. I really appreciate everything you've been doing on those pods lately. Just, by the way, I've lost your number because I got my phone stolen 2 weeks ago. So feel free, if anybody here in chat had my number, please feel free to send me a text sometime. But yeah, we got a lot to go through here. Like some surprises in the WWE 2K TLC. Yeah, Abyss is in there, which I'm really happy about. We're getting Victoria's back in it, which I appreciate. New Jack's in there, yeah. So we're gonna get a little hardcore stuff. No worries, Adam. No worries. I just know that we are getting in a range of a few fighting games, getting closer and closer to the end of that those draft lists and recommendations. Just saying, Hate all the non-wrestlers in the DLC. Well, 3 basketball stars. I'll tell you right now. Rodman, Malone, Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese has been around so much. So those will be the 3 there. Special guest is probably going to be Travis Scott. If I'm wrong, I'll be happy that I'm wrong. But having Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman in there might actually be a nice little kick. Put Tyrese's ass through a few burning tables. I'm sure a few Knicks fans will be doing that. But Yeah, I know. I'll be picking up the game on the 14th. I don't know if you guys got to see the New Legacy versus Austin Creed quick by GM playthrough. So apparently when you do it online, you can set a timer for your group. So they actually set their timer to 1 minute for booking an entire week. That includes reading the text, going through everything. Their week one, they couldn't do, period. Yeah, I pre-ordered the game, but I'm waiting to see how the DLC. I'm going to get it all. It's one of those things that I know that I'm not even going to bother. Am I going to get it? Am I not? I'm just going to get it. I just gave 2K hell. I actually sent an email and to them because I was asking if they would do a digital upgrade for their physical copies, like MLB The Show did. You have your base game, and then you, like this year, MLB The Show was on Game Pass, but you could pay the extra digital download for the upgrade. Now, 2K says they will not do that, and they don't have a plan to do that anytime soon. Well, screw you. I ain't giving you any extra money then. Except when I buy the season pass. Pretty much, that's where you end up on that. And you think the NBA guys will be jobbers, Nick? I don't think so. Yeah, it's inevitable. I'll just shut up, take my money, and just get it out of the way here. But here's the other one, and I post this... I actually threw this up in the Member of the Game Discord in the wrestling section, as well as in the Backbreaker Media Discord. If you guys didn't hear... Based on your streams, they'll lose to jobbers. I give you that, Zodiac. By the way, good to see you tonight. If you didn't hear, thanks to Acclaim, the old video game company, has been resurrected, and one member of the board of directors is Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett. He is great in this one. And you want to know about the connection between these two? Jarrett was actually part of a game that was produced by Acclaim, one of their lighter games, Legends of Wrestling, if you do remember that. Acclaim making AEW fight forever. I think that would actually make sense. All right, Adam, you have yourself a good night. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody here. We got a whole ton of people flying in here, both on YouTube and on Twitch. It has been a blast here tonight. And just a reminder, after we're done here, this might be the shortest booking part of the stream as we finish off level 4. As we finish off Season 4 of WWE 2K24. Let's get back onto the match here. I'm with you. This is a bit of a unique take on some of the guys that are part of this. Like, let's see now. The Murder Machines, they lost to the Outrunners last week, so they're out of the pay-per-view. Brian Keith, all right. Mark Davis is just here to kill Ospreay. That's his whole job. But on the other side, you got Hobbs here, who is fighting Big Bill, which I guess that's why you could have Brian Keith in there sort of be the interference block spot. But then you got Mark Briscoe and Orange Cassidy. They're going to be joining forces with Big AJ to take on MXM and Johnny TV on the pay-per-view, which could be an absolute blast. It's going to be a fun match because MXM is always driving a very good match, no matter what. So they are doing that on 0 hour. And just to let you guys know, we're going to be on about 7 o'clock Eastern here on stream. And once again, I will throw an open invite to anybody who wants to join me here. I finally got everything set up. So if anybody wants to, just let me know and we can go from there. All you need is a camera and a Twitch account. For now, that's what I'm working with. If I book some stuff a little bit more in advance, I got some other software I can work with. But that's what we're working with right now. But does Fletcher show up? He shows up tonight. Yeah, absolutely he does. They got to set everything up for the pay-per-view. Everybody that has a match at the pay-per-view is going to have their angles cleaned up here over the next little bit. I think the only exception we're going to get tonight to that would be the women's tag we're getting tonight. The one that we think should be on a pay-per-view. Megan Bain, Penelope Ford versus Thunder Rosa and Chris Statlander. We're getting that tag tonight, so yeah, no, I stutter a little bit. I can't help it. Just it's like I do here as we go. Thanks, Jay Quick, though. I appreciate it. You subbed to New Japan World? Oh, there we go. Oh, Cassidy was trying to get caught, but Cage just caught him at a weird angle, so he wasn't able to hold him there. I really want to see that Hurt Business Murder Machines match. I really want to get that. Don't wake up at 5:30, but I'll watch it tomorrow afternoon. Hey, that's a good thing about subscription services. Yeah, Friday the New Japan Cup. Go to Tanahashi. Should be absolutely. The whole card, I'll admit, I don't know a whole lot about it, so picked a good time. Well, the other good thing is you get the opportunity to catch some of the old stuff too. Like there's a ton of great old stuff. Know what half the name's NGPW? Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, my source for New Japan information, they've Andre and Melball have gone on a hiatus a little bit here. So, one thing I've always promised here, and I will say this, I'm saying this about everybody that's been a part of this because we've had many members as part of Backbreaker Media. We all do this for the love of what we do. But if life becomes more than you can handle, if you're adding in the video stuff and you have to give it up, no questions asked, no problems at all. I let you guys hang out on the side, and there's always an open door. And if any of you want to become a part of the Backbreaker Media family, door's always open. I'm never saying no. All I'm out here to do is try to push you guys and make you better. Just we're a bunch of people that work together. That's all it is. A lot of older stuff I watched months ago on a demand site. Yeah, like every demand service does have a ton of great stuff going on. Just any YouTube channel. And I do feel that all right. I'm going to have to put this in my rules. Because you're the second person who's brought that up, that statement tonight. You have a question, just say a damn question. This is the last of my tonight for us, unless I decide to push throw. Hey, that's that.
Excuse me.
You know what you're causing here now? I'm just liking the fact that I get to throw all these sounds out right now. A trend. I was gonna say trouble. Yes, this unless I'm gonna do a video of just whipping through season 5, this is gonna be the last full my GM mode of 2K24 for us. We're gonna end it at season 4. See how far we can go. Don't worry about it, dog. I appreciate all you guys. I like a good laugh. If I really was angry, I know how to deal with you, okay? But I just love, I love stuff like that. You know what the sad part is watching this? I have a statement that will be ending in a question mark. Here's the funny one right now. Do yourself a favor. If you actually want to see somebody who is a very decent wrestler, look up Don Callis. His pre-WWE stuff was actually pretty amazing. Like he was a very good technical wrestler out in Winnipeg. Yeah, Don actually wrestled. He was like I say, he was based out of the Winnipeg area. He was actually trained by the original Sheik. His finishing move was a diving knee drop off the top. Worked as a very classic heel. Did a lot of great work. A lot of great work where he was at. But yeah, we got... I don't think you see Omega tonight. Omega's on that John Cena, Roman Reigns, Young Bucks preferential deal. Where you get to only to see him X number of times a year. Like hell, even last Saturday, his response filmed in his streaming room, which they say was in Winnipeg, but really is in Florida. But I digress. Beef, 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 beef. Yeah, we all could. Jay Quick, like Riccaboni is one of the best, but I have so much respect for him not doing it. Winnipeg, Florida. I thought it'd be Winnipeg, Atlanta. Or Winnipeg, Georgia, based on the Jets. That's a nice little sequence there. Winnipeg, North Kakalaki. Winnipeg, Utah. Deep cut. Yeah, true enough. Sad part is that those two teams could actually meet up in the first round of the playoffs at this point. I think Utah is 1 point out of a wild card spot. And if they get that bottom wild card spot, they're probably going to get the Jets. So you can have both teams doing a whiteout. Go Capitals. I'll give you a half one for that. That is the laziest elbow in the world. That's the most athletic, lazy elbow in the world right there. Didn't Brian Keith get pinned in that tag match last time? Atta boy. That was smart. Gonna pretend there's a chop match and all of a sudden next thing you know they're just go... Oh, Keith. Oh, Keith. Brian, Keith. Brian. Brian. Yeah, no, you're dead. The team who was the Jets can face the team that became the Jets. So which team chokes? Because you know one Jets choke. Yeah, you knew Keith was in here to take the pin. It looks like that. You're about to be a dead apple. This match might get thrown out if Ospreay keeps getting all these extra stuff here. Chicken endos! You notice they won't call it a cheeky Nando's, but they'll talk about the peri peri? Because if they say Nando's, they have to pay for it. Or they hope that Nando's will pay for it. One or the other. All right, spam finisher time. That is Lucha 101 there, the DDT out of the press. Oh god. Oh, let's do it again. Copy the same move twice. He kicked him in the apples. Interesting exploder there. Give Briscoe the way. He needs the momentum to take on MXM in the pre-show on Saturday. Or on Sunday. If it ends up being on Saturday, it would be hilarious. So just for the record, they are doing a double taping tonight. Which is smart before the pay-per-view. Because if you do... Oh, God. Archer's just ready to kill. Archer, you do realize you're not allowed to use a chair, right? And Archer ate that chair the hard way there. Chicken's gotta fly! That's why I love having Ribicati out here. All right, how many reversals? There's one. There's two. Yeah, no, you're dead. Keith is here to take the pin. We all know that. And here comes Davis. And Fletcher should be on his way out here right away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And you think Ospreay wouldn't be able to break out of a sleeper? Oh, they're doing the double. All right, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. D-E dead. D-E-D dead. Another bad apple. He's there. He's the Wheeler Yuta of the group. So this is a different way to have you're out here to take out my opponent. So we're doing two of those matches tonight with Wheeler Yuta taking on Cope. And now Fletch coming out here to having these three guys looking to take out Ospreay for him. You gotta admit, Fletcher's built. Like, he's got some ring shape to him. Got some definition. Was a definition. He should just pretend he's dead. Just pretend he's dead. Outrunners. Oh. Are we getting the breakup now? Are we getting the breakup now? He's not going to do it. He did it. No balls. No balls. He'll be cleared. Who's kidding who? Hot hit callus. I'd love to see it. And the history of neck problems for Ospreay. So this is where they find a way to even the match out. It actually makes a lot of sense to do it this way, so. Think Ospreay wins? I think you have to give Ospreay the win here. As much as I know that Ospreay is dying to put Fletcher over, I think it's time to give Ospreay back on his winning ways, because we need to start firing him up a little bit, getting towards All In here in July. So we need to start getting in that role, because let's face it, there is time, but there is not that many pay-per-views. To catch this young boy. Ospreay is your hottest property. He's the dude who needs to build the world champ story yesterday. I'd almost say Hangman is that guy in a way, too. That's the thing. I could justify why they're going with the Mox Cope right now, but it's starting to get to the point where it's starting to fade off, the reason for it. Do I think the main event is having a great build? No. Do I think the Death Riders seem to lose a lot of momentum as they were just becoming Bloodline AEW? Yeah. Do I think they could have done it a lot better? Yeah. But I still think you got to run that Christian Edge double or nothing ladder match before they move on from this. And to me, it makes a lot of sense. You get, and I'll talk more about this on Saturday. We have MJF Hangman feels like the main event. Absolutely. In many ways, that's going to be a setup here. What we're going to have here, we'll have Swerve win against Ricochet. So he gets his shot at the title next. We have the shenanigans I talked about with Cope winning, Christian cashing in. So Christian walks out as the champ. Main event of Dynasty is Swerve Christian. And that gets you to hold over all the way to Double or Nothing when you get Christian versus Cope in a ladder match. Or a TLC match. Whichever, I don't know if they can call it TLC, but just simply put, get in that spot. That way you could save a guy like MJF holding on. You can get that title on to like somebody after that that TLC match is done. I honestly feel the main event of All In could be Omega and Okada, title for title, where we form a new Intercontinental Champion for AEW. But that is like, what, 3 months away, 4 months away yet? I guess it's just about four months in a week. It's been a little bit of nuts here. But yeah, we are 45 minutes into the show already. We've had one match. Just think about that. This reminds me a lot of our WWE 2K24 playthrough last week. Or on Saturday, for that matter. Week 24. You put in a lot of people that aren't going to be on the pay-per-view. Make sure nobody gets hurt. Finish off any rivalries that you need to get up where they need to be. And just go for broke. Go for broke during your pay-per-view. That's really what I feel tonight is going to be, and Saturday as well. Like, I hate to say that Saturday's not going to be a good show, because it will be. They're going to have a lot of good matches on it. With it, they've been on a roll lately. But at the same time, do you do anything really crazy going into one of your big four pay-per-views of the year? And let's face it, with AEW, you can just say big and pay-per-view and it just works together. I don't have to say big four. Just say big everything. Because everything's bigger in AEW. I'll just throw that there, whatever. But no, I do want to ask you guys right now, who do you think, which match are you looking forward to the most coming up on Saturday? Or on Sunday, sorry, not Saturday. At the pay-per-view. Are you, like MJF Hangman feels like it's the main event? We got that final match between Toni Storm and Mariah May in the backlot brawl. We have the cage match with Ospreay and Fletcher. We got Takeshita Omega we just talked about. We got Momo and Mercedes for the TBS title. To be honest, main event, and I get it, Vic, and I really think it. I think that main event's going to be sneaky better than a lot of people expect. As long as, well, let's face it, as long as nobody goes over time, right? Haven't been excited for an AEW main event in a while yet. Well, it's so interesting, though, with AEW that makes things a lot different, right? And this is common with AEW. They don't always, like, it's something that's been ingrained, and this is what I've been talking about before when it comes to AEW versus WWE and how they book. The go-home show for a pay-per-view or a PLE, the final segment would always be your WWE title match. AEW won't do that. AEW will go with the best story for the main event. Love how Yuta says one mission. Yeah, to get your head caved in. Like, I'm actually surprised that they brought out, they took out Marina as soon as they did. I thought they were going to wait. Get ready to say goodbye to Yuta! All I can say is there's going to be a lot of... More than anything else, I'm trying to, make sure all the sound bits are working, so... I appreciate the fact that AEW has really cleaned up their setups for theaters like this. Because if you look at it, like, this is another one of those Hollywood Bowl kind of setups, right? It's a little bigger than most. It's the... On this day, I see clearly everything has come to life. I can sing a little bit. It's very out of tune. Thank you for not leaving the stream immediately for me doing that. I appreciate you. As I see my numbers just... Interesting that Cope's wearing green fatigues tonight. So they're doing a countdown to Revolution following Collision. Once again, I'm throwing it out there for anybody that wants to join in for the chat. After Collision on Saturday, I'm going to be doing my predictions on what we're going to see for the pay-per-view. So if you guys are interested in joining in, whether you want to join live or you want to join in chat, make sure you join us after that. So can't wait for back-to-back days with cage matches, Revolution and Raw. It's always interesting when you do that, right? Because you see the first one and you wonder what the second one can do to make you not remember the first one. And that's totally what a lot of people have thought of, right? Like, that's the thing that, number 2 is always worried about when it comes to this. You got, if number 1's going to throw out a match, if you try to do the same match, what can you do to make yours better? What can you do to make yours more memorable? And let's face it, we've been talking, like, there's been so much that came up about AEW, but the opening of tonight's stream, we were focusing on more WWE stuff right off the bat here. We did get into a groove once the show got started, but have Roman return? Yeah, well, there's a possibility because they're 2 weeks away from heading to Europe for 2.5 weeks to do their shows. Yeah, that's the thing about tonight. For a show that's only had, one match? Now this is the second match so far? This has been a lot of fun. And Cena will be on the first Raw overseas? Yeah, well, he's scheduled for the 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day, so... If it's true and they're in if they're in England for that 17th show, I would really love to see Cena show up as an Irishman. If you're not familiar, the English and the Irish don't exactly like each other. All right, chat, throw out your predictions right now. Who's coming out to challenge Max Caster? Who's challenging Max Caster tonight? Open challenge. So only got 3 more matches tonight. We got Speedball. Why not? Sacramento, good spot for it. Do they want to waste it on a night like tonight? I wouldn't mind. Andy Hartwell. This is not WWE 2K25. This is not WWE 2K25. Josh Alexander. All right, I'll take that. That's a win too. I'd like to see like somebody like a Marco Stunt come out and beat him. Just somebody that's literally Billy Gunn, newest DLC pack as part of the 2K25 game. Have old actual Jungle Boy come out. If you want to talk about 2 guys that are full of drama, that would be funny. Joe, that actually would be a fun one. Oh, and for the record, Zodiac, Indy is actually right now, I do believe she's on a flight back to Australia for a show this weekend. So, Lashley, aka Max's WWE sister. Oh my, that's Katie Vick levels of I don't want to remember that kind of stuff. If you guys don't know about Katie Vick, congratulations. It's good that you don't. If you look it up, you'll understand why, because I don't want to bring that up here. Is that a polite way of doing things? No, the fact that we also get to sit down with Mariah May and Toni Storm. Is that the dead girlfriend Triple H got to know? Yeah, that's who that is. The whole Kane versus Triple H storyline, where they had an easy one right in their hands and they decided to go there. I just know that some of you are just probably going to end up looking up Rule 34 Katie Vick right now, just for curiosity's sake. And I will warn you that that might be some of the scariest stuff you see in your life. So I will not do it here. And I warn you right now, get some mind scrubbers before you do it. But yeah, if you're in the chat right now for Twitch here, my YouTube channel for Backbreaker Gaming is up. Have daily content going up there, so please feel free to click that link and hit subscribe. Check out all the videos up. We're going on 3 years, I do believe, with a daily video. Right now, we're currently going through the Indiana Jones playthrough that I've been on. Triple H gave Katie Vick a back. That's where that joke went, Zodiac. With all due respect, got to get back into my wrestling podcast. Hey, the only thing stopping you is, time and determination. That's usually the 2 things that hold you up. It has never been easier to get into podcasting, whether you're being a listener or a creator. And it just make sure you do what you enjoy. Very nice high angle slam there. Yeah, no, my goal in April is to start doing out some of these content ideas. I'm actually going to ask for some advice from you guys later on about One of the topic ideas I have. See, but Utah's never expected to win, right? Utah was never supposed to win this match. He was just supposed to hurt Mox, which is why he's going to bring in the chair to try and finish him off, and that's where things are going to change up. And no, one of my topics will not be Katie Vick. Like I said, just get into what you enjoy. That's the biggest thing. That's coming from a guy who's been doing this in many different directions since 2011. Like what, next year? There's a good story here for you. I don't think they're going to tell it though. No, like the fact that he's out here as a mercenary, but he was the guy that didn't want to do this for Danielson, and now he's going to get beaten up for it. I can sort of see where the story you're thinking of here, and it makes a lot of sense. And this is where Yuta realizes he's not supposed to win. Or is he going to try to win? Could lead to Mox putting him over. Yeah, it's true. Also could lead to an appearance from Danielson. Oh my goodness, cattle mutilation? Now it just turns into a fancy half Nelson doing that. Oh no! Glam slam! Please tell that's absolutely. Well, Cope said he wanted to try one new move every match. He's never done the glam slam before. He did it now. Somewhere Beth is just smiling, ready to go. Oh, God. Oh, here we go. You knew that was coming. You knew Cope was going to get a victory off that fancy kip up. Edge's spear, Cope's spear, whatever you want to call it, is basically the equivalent of the RKO in many ways. You know he's going to hit it. You just don't know how he's going to do it. He's going to do it out of nowhere. Is he going to talk to Yuta instead of killing him? This could be the story. So this is how Zodiac, you wanted a story to be told? This is how you start telling a story right here. This is how you start telling that story. Put that bug in the ear. Put that bug in the ear. Now Mox comes out and takes out. Mox comes in the other side. I hear screaming. Yep. See, here it is. He's out. Is this going to be a ruse or is this going to be a story? That's the question right now. Is this going to be a ruse or is this going to be a story? Hey, Astrid, how you doing tonight? Hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling okay. Doing all right, better. This is a great build right now. See, I'll get to that, Zodiac. I'm going to get to all three of you here in just a moment here. All right. To be perfectly honest, I don't think this promo should have been here. It should have been during the. Should have been after the show. They could have showed it on Collision on Saturday. Ooh, I like those hats. Doing all right, better than last week. Astrid, for everything you're going through, I just hope that, things just stay smooth for you. Maybe somebody call you to made him see the light. No, I think Cope just did. I think the light's always been there. Just sometimes you got to kick the door down to make it work. Cope wins on Sunday. I'm going to get my full predictions after Collision on Saturday. If anybody wants to join me to give their predictions, feel free to let me know. Because I do have open channels now to be able to do that here. Zodiac, him being alone should have been the question. Yeah, is Wheeler actually going to show up? That's the question. I think it is in a way a little bit right now. But I think it's pretty obvious that they're gone. And KJ, how the heck are you doing? As we're getting the old 80s promo here out of the Outrunners. This is the biggest moment of their lives. Even though they're going to get squashed by the Hurt Syndicate in about 3 minutes, probably. They're going to get their shot, but no, things are going good. We're talking about Revolution on Sunday. We've been talking all things WWE, Evolve, everything else. Oh. The funny part is MJF is always is so easily found on a street corner. I don't know about that. Just saying. I love it. Another piece of vehicular homicide. Good old Adam Cole shirt in behind the announce table. I love it. And somebody threw a Discord. Oh. Well, that was so much for fighting on the mean streets of Sacramento here. Oh my God, a lookalike. There he is. MJF found a lookalike. A little twin brother. Maybe he met up with the Bellas and got the inspiration from them. Well, that's one way to counter. That's one way to counter a buckshot. Yambag City, as Taz puts it. Now we get the Heat Seeker. MJF did nothing wrong. Well, why does every old school wrestling shirt use that font? That's the thing I wonder. Is that just a thing? Oh yeah, we're gonna bring security in. That's gonna work. I think my dead 90-year-old grandmother would be a better choice than some of these security guys. It's so funny, you know. Hangman can get as many shots in as he wants, but MJF needs one. Sort of like what we're going to see with the Outrunners and the Hurt Syndicate. We're going to have all these... if I beat these guys and disappeared. Yeah, pretty much. No, they'll be back after the pay-per-view, I think. The hell is he? Oh no, the whole local. We've seen many shows where the same local tropes are coming out throughout the whole thing. Even tonight, we've gotten 2 matches now of. We're going to. This is why Hangman never Took off his shirt. Oh, now they unload everything. He is literally being carried out of here. No, I agree with you. Like, it's like every time we see that security, we just expect him to get hit. I'd like to have a little bit of doubt available. All right, well, somebody's getting burned at the pay-per-view. Oh, no, WWE, it's the same thing. Did MJF just tease an Inferno match?
What the hell is that?
That's basically how I think that sums up. I think Hangman burns MJF. I think he burns him on the wing column. That's about it. That's a tough one. I don't know which way you're going to go here because MJF has had a lot of losing streaks lately when it comes to big matches, and so is Hangman. Realistically, personality-wise, neither man is in a position to really get shot down. There's no real reason for either one of them to have an issue with each other, right? So, or to, there's no real reason for them to lose, but they need everything to go, right? Where you want to, yeah, it's all going to come down where you want to move next. Hangman will burn MJF like Max does in the ring during quality TV time. He doesn't rap as much anymore, right? Now that he's a heel, he feels his pontifications. Thank you, Zodiac, for bringing that idea to my head. With his pontifications, he's not allowed to say those cryptic words anymore. Both can take a loss, but MJF is charismatic enough that the loss doesn't matter as much. That's true. I just think we might be getting into level of depths here that, and this, I'll talk more to look forward more of yours. Flattery will get you everywhere. Hangman TA wins? Yeah, we'll see. Honestly, the way that I feel my booking is going forward here and how things are going to go, I feel that MJF has to win that, but like I said, I'll explain more about the why of that coming up on Saturday after AEW Collision as we get into my predictions on what's going to happen at the show of shows. Revolution. Yes, the show of shows that retired Sting. So I get a little bit of credit for that. Not much, but a little bit. So yeah, we've had 3 matches and it's an hour 15 in already. So I'm assuming next we're gonna get the Tony Storm Mariah May interview. Yeah, that was a year ago, Nats. That was actually a year ago this week that Sting retired. All the videos been all over the internet and such. Yeah, as you're going through this, like, it just, I have to say, it just feels good that wrestling's going in such a good direction right now. But in many ways, it's super predictable, but that's not a bad thing. What's the last feud that Hangman won? Swerve. If you don't remember the cage. They're calling that attempted fire too rough to watch. He put a needle in Swerve food. Yeah. Wow. Too rough to watch it. Yeah. Cheap plug. Cheap plug. I love the segue. No, I love that segment right there. I like the fact that they are advertising the Queen of the Ring movie. I hope to get out in the next couple weeks to check it out. Saturday night. I love the new shirt. Does Thunder Rosa bring a chair? No, she brings a flag. All right, well, let's see now if if you guys don't know and you were around a couple weeks ago, it was a very awkward segment where, depending on who you talk to, it appeared that Megan Bain and Penelope Ford sandbagged Thunder Rosa when she came out with a chair. I just dared her to hit her, and Thunder Rosa refused. It's one of those points where everybody just looks at it and they're like, the fuck is wrong with you two? Haven't seen Bain or Ford since. They've each had one match. Well, we had Bain and Statlander. That was the night that you weren't around. So that's basically what set up this match. Yeah, it was last Wednesday. Sorry. They had Bain and Stat, right? Rosa looks badass. Absolutely. Bain looks like she should be in a fighting game. Seriously. She looks like Marisa in Street Fighter 6, what she should look like. Oh, yeah, sorry. My apologies, Zodiac. Forgot to get that in there for you. But this venue is absolutely... Like we were saying earlier, the fact that they are fixing up more of these auditorium-styled venues, and they're actually working out really well... My name is Joey until this part is over. I will give you that. For those that don't know the inside joke, Megan Bain is in a relationship with one Joey Janela right now. I don't know the official term of the relationship, so that's why I don't say that part. I just say relationship. Oh, God. All right. That's how you save a screw-up like that. Stat didn't flip over like she should, so they stopped her and literally they reversed it over like that. That it literally looks like a power spot. Have to imagine AEW saves a lot of money going to these... They're going to smaller venues. It's not about saving money. It's making sure you get a packed house. See, one of the biggest things you need to do, you need to get a smaller venue, get a packed house, then get a bigger venue compared to that. It's just like if you're watching my GM in 2K. You make the venue smaller. You get the crowds hot, just like Zodiac mentioned here. Hot crowds make a show. And then once you have the hot crowds, then you can worry about making it bigger. And like I said, just as you watch in 2K My GM, you have that ability to... Oh, nice drop kick. Once you get that ability to do that, you have the ability to get yourself bigger venues and, higher production and whatnot. But you can't do that if you don't have if you're not going to sell the tickets for it. See, Megan Bain has no issue tossing anyone or anything, whether it be a chair or a person. Bain just said, "To hell with it, you can take all three out." See, if you were my tag partner and you randomly threw me onto a crowd, first of all, they'd all be dead. Second of all, I'd be pissed. Oh God, that's funny. Megan's like, no. You get your ass in here. No, you go for the cover now. Oh, Megan just looks like a simple star here. That's absolutely... You're bang on there, KJ. Just looks like a fantastic... She's got the gimmick. She's got the style. She just needs the flow and the familiarity of the girls that she's working with. She's already got her controversial take going on here. She does want to be a little too much a stat, though. I think they're going to differentiate themselves enough to... I think Stat in many ways has more of a... I don't want to... I think Bane is more of a powerhouse, while Statlander's more of a acrobatic game compared to the two. Oh, the gear looks amazing, and the whole gimmick is amazing. How's Bane on the mic? Decent. I haven't heard enough of it to determine whether she's good or not. Working with Janela or be with Janela, she's gonna, by osmosis, you're gonna get a bunch. But yeah, she's already also gotten her controversy out of the way, because every great wrestler has a little bit of controversy. If you didn't hear, there was an indie promotion that I forget which one it was. I think it was GCW that booked Megan Bain versus Kylie Ray. So that was your first WWE ID versus AEW match, which the internet basically, well, those jackasses online just decided to say, well, here's an idea for you. Why don't you break Kylie's leg? Why don't you injure her? She's with the opposition. Let's face it, we all know that's like fuck off, but like, with all due respect, it was so asinine when we heard it. Because people are tribalist idiots. And they think, oh, if you knock out somebody for WWE, that's a win for AEW. Nobody gives a shizen about that. Like, seriously. The people that do are idiots. The online world's filled with terrible people. Please, I've read a bunch today about them already. The latest, well, even Ricochet's pilot on, if anything, it's the wrestler that it affects. Yeah, like, let's face it, both wrestlers are professional enough that they know what's going on. There are good people, but there are some real frickin' idiots. That's why I'm glad our community is as good as it is. I feel bad that the last time we did have to block a couple people because all they were doing is constantly shitting on AEW. And I do know the channel they come from, and he's a great guy as well. All right, well, this is, how would you rate the hotness of that tag? A little bit of Tabasco there? Are we going peri peri sauce? Are we going, I know we've been ending up with a lot of ketchup ones lately, but... Frank's red? All right, we'll give you that. The action really picked up here. The Buffalo style. There we go. I wonder if she was supposed to go for a splash, but knew she couldn't get that far. Oh, over the side. Thank you for the hydrate, Astrid. Had to upgrade because the tag got hotter. That makes sense. Oh, somebody was swearing. You can tell TSN's blocking out the swears again. I think Thunder Rosa's getting pinned here. Megan was waiting for Star there, yeah. Yeah, well, they know how to throw these stupid bumps out all the time. Yeah, Megan was waiting for Stat, and Stat never showed up just because, you know, Penelope's always involved in some crazy stuff, right? So we literally have not seen Statlander move since. Here it comes. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and Statlander's awake. Cool. Yeah, you knew Thunder Rosa was going to be eating the pin there. Especially after what happened to Stat, right? That's why I think of Lesnar a lot when I think about that. Just because it makes sense. She don't give a real shit about her partner. Oh, they're taking a little bit extra time in the ring so they give a chance for both of them to leave. Did Stat hurt her arm? Cassidy to close the show? Hell no. Oh, I can't wait to see this match with Momo. No, that's about the usual length for an AEW women's match. About 10 minutes, 15 minutes, somewhere in there. They avoid showing stat too. Well, they showed her at the end, but she looked like she was holding her arm as she was going back. But it's wrestling, and she knows how to sell better than most. I'm sure the socials will let us know after the show. Let Mercedes hair like this. Whoa. All right, well, she looks great with natural colors, yeah. So yeah, we're getting Mercedes and Momo at Revolution, but we're also getting Sarita Deeb and Momo on Saturday, so that's gonna be a lot of fun too. We need Billy Starks in this segment. Oh, here comes Max. This will not take long. I will say that right now. The red was one of my favorites, yeah. Oh, by the way, shout out to Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling coming up in 2 weeks. Sarita Deeb is going to be part of their women's tournament. She's a replacement for Harley Cameron, who had to pull out as of today. And then also we just heard the announcement. It's going to be Kylie Ray versus Zoe Sager in a WWE ID match on the show as a quarterfinal for their tournament. So I wonder if Caster really realizes that these proclamations are about as useful as me entering a marathon. Hangman? Maximaniacs? Maximaniacs? Really, brother? Wow. That is not a very good rhyme job for a guy like Max. This is your go to the bathroom, get ready for our main event match right now. Ball bags. Well, the A's are there this year, so that makes sense. So we've. Okay, this should be quick. Nice to get Switchblade into a match. We haven't seen him in a while. So for anybody that hasn't been keeping track of this, Max Caster has been having this open challenge. He has yet to win a match in the open challenge. Hell, I don't think he's been able to survive 5 minutes in any of these matches yet. Like, I'm sorry, the last one that he had against Hangman, I think, was about 30 seconds. And this crowd is telling him exactly what happened by having this open challenge again. I love the gimmick. There it is. Yep, that was a minute. Oh, this is a good break. It's a good break match. Production. Get him a microphone. Gotta get this through this quick because we got a main event to go to yet. So does he turn heel? So does he turn heel at the pay-per-view? Like, that's the thing. That's the thing I hate about this. I get so paranoid of this. So they're getting Tony Storm in 2 segments tonight? My God, Mariah looks like she hasn't slept in a month. Except she's wearing white, so. Sorry, I forgot. Is his dad still alive? Maybe. This is awesome. Renee's sort of scared right now. Okay. Just think about that. Makes me remind me I got to get my posture fixed. Alrighty. That was awesome. The way Mariah's going to continue spiraling, let you. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure you would help. I'll just throw that there. But as per tradition, as we head into our main event, I want to give you a rundown of what we're going to be doing here on the channel. First of all, thank you everybody for stopping by here. I do appreciate it. We're getting more popular by the night. Make sure you tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell everybody to pop in here and say hello. Coming up next, after we're done here, is actually our finale of WWE 2K24, as we are heading into WrestleMania for my GM. We're going to have a fun card. Our main event is going to be Chelsea Green and Piper Niven looking to capture the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships as they are going to be taking on the champions Gigi Dolan and Ava Moreno. And a stipulation match I haven't determined yet. There'll be a lot more on the card, but you stick around after we're done here to come find out the entire show. We'll talk about all 4 seasons, what we thought was the favorites of it, and some of the things that we look forward to in 25. Tomorrow, Thursday, I will be on, but the time is TBA. I am getting some work done at the old castled backbreaker here. Landlord's got some work to do. I don't know when he's going to show up, so I tentatively have set it for 7 Eastern. If they get out of here earlier, because they got to come in every day for it's some patchwork they have to do on the walls, or on the ceiling, sorry. If you were around for some of my ceiling stories and stuff, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, tentatively set up for 5 o'clock, but we will be on tomorrow. It's just I got to wait for this to all be done. Plus, I'm going to see if I'm not completely blind as much anymore and see maybe I can get some different glasses here. So, no stream Friday. Saturday, we'll be here with AEW Collision, and immediately following Collision, we're going to be talking about Revolution, giving my thoughts, my predictions. If anybody in the chat, in the world, wants to join me here on Twitch, feel free to let me know. All you need is a Twitch account and a camera and a mic, and you can join up all you want. Leave it wide open here. We do. Now that I have my regular computer back, I got the option to do stuff. So Sunday, we're going to get into PGA 2K25 once again. Continue on our journey towards maybe winning a major. We'll see. And then Monday, I might throw a bonus stream in just because it is Mario Day, March 10th, MAR10. But then next Wednesday, we'll be back here with, why am I thinking PGA on Sunday? We're going to be here with Revolution on Sunday. What the frick am I talking about? Revolution Sidecast here, 5 p.m. start. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Eastern for the pre-show. 5 hours of wrestling. My God, my brain dead head there. Jesus. But then, Monday we'll be in here with some Mario stuff. Probably during the day, because we don't have to go during the Raw, because I forgot I got the day off and everything going to be. And then we'll be back here next Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. Something easier for you? Hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you're on YouTube, hit the follow. And if you really like what you enjoy, don't forget to hit that sub button. Every little bit helps out the channel. Like I said, I got some new equipment for the audio, and that's all because of you guys and your support. And hopefully it's working out a lot better now. So, chat, just before we get into this main event, I want to ask you something. What do you guys think about the lack of tunnels? They are walking out of separate sides of the Tron, but there's no tunnels there. In these smaller venues, they can't bring the tunnels out, right? Oh, Okada and Brody's going to be so good at the pay-per-view. Like the narrow walkway, though? Yeah. Well, these are smaller venues, right? Like, I think this holds maybe 5,000 tops. And after their first initial surge, this is where they should have been. Haven't watched in a while, but I do like the smaller venues. It looks fuller. The crowd's louder. The last few shows have been actually really good. Love the intimate feeling of the smaller venue. Absolutely. I like the fact that they enjoy the smaller venues, but they're not afraid to go bigger. Because, yeah, they are going to Crypto.com Arena this Sunday. It's going to be interesting to see how many tickets they sell for it. And it's all they're able to go with they're able to go to Crypto.com. Where are they today? This is Sacramento. This is the Sacramento Auditorium. So when they were talking about bad balls, they could talk about the A's because that's where the A's are playing this year. Because they were kicked out of their stadium in Oakland. Because the owner said, no, I'm not paying extra for a lease. So the city said, well, screw you. We're not even going to let you play here anymore. I'm almost at the point where I'm thinking about bringing the dance back. Now that I don't have to have a headset on. I love that they made this match a number one contenders match between Ricochet and Swerve. Because just having the fight for the sake of having a fight doesn't give Ricochet a reason to even have the match. But if the winner can take on the champ, I think it would be a lot of fun to figure out that way. Swerve's got that look on his face. Is like, I'm about to fuck you up. I'm just, you think you got an edge on me? I just brought out a pair of scissors and stabbed you in the head, jerk. All right, folks, who walks out on who here? Okada walks out on Ricochet, or Ricochet walks out on Okada? Think Prince Nana leaves Swerve on Sunday? I wonder about that, Vic, and I wouldn't mind, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind Swerve going on a solo run himself. But do you think that Ricochet wins this match? Because in many ways, I think the winner of this match really details into who's going to win sorry, I have to correct myself here when I say this. Who's going to be the champ at the end of the night? Oh, absolutely, Ricochet would benefit from the win, but I really wonder if my main event prediction is true and Christian walks out with a title, are you going to run Ricochet, Christian? Because it just doesn't feel right. Hey, Rez. No, I'm doing good. I hope you're doing well. We're, 9 days away from 25 coming out? Hope you're doing well. I hope, streams are going smoothly for you and such. I've been lurking at a few of them, and I've been trying to keep Nats under control here a little bit. He's only been out of line a couple times tonight, so. Just because Nats said that I always pick on him, so, I got to keep that tradition up here. No, I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope everybody's doing well here tonight. I'm not kidding when I say we've been jam-packed here tonight because, I'll glance over and take a look at the numbers real quick. And I'm just like, whoa, we got that many people here watching? Well, that camera went. That was hilarious. I love it. And Okada decides to hit Ricochet. I love it. King versus Breaker, man. Oh, God, that would be a lot of fun. Seriously, Brody King is one of those guys that should be world champ, just does not get the opportunity. Oh, my God. I don't know what other chat to do with that. I do have to find an AEW one soon, though. I love how Ricochet bent over just the perfect moment there to meet up with that senton. That was pretty. That move was pretty awesome there. Brody's like the perfect powerhouse here. It sucks that things didn't work out with Malachi with the group, but I think actually it might be better overall once Buddy gets back from injury after he wrecked his ankle at Grand Slam. I like the little lung blower reversal there. All I know is these wrestlers know how to hit the Y button. And if you haven't played 2K25, Y is the reversal button. So, yeah, there's been some crazy reversals here tonight. There's Ospreay. Of course, we're going to see one that's about 4 reversals long. But all in all tonight, like, as we're getting into our last commercial break here, picture in picture, has tonight convinced you a little bit more to buy the pay-per-view this Sunday? Like I told you already, I've already got it. Like, I found the deal on Triller with my Roku, and I'm booked for Dynasty and for Revolution, so I'm happy. I didn't have to be sold on it, but I'd like to know if you guys, if this show tonight sold you on the pay-per-view any more than it already did. Because I have a feeling most of you are going to pick this up and check it out. Whether you check it out on Amazon Prime, Triller, payperview.com, wherever you pick it up. Like I said, just shop around, look for your deals. If you can get into multiple, get on the multiple sites and check their pricing, because not everybody's static pricing for the show. Like, once again, like I said, I picked up my Triller 2-pack for $64, so I'm essentially paying $30 Canadian for each show. Which is a hell of a deal compared to a lot of people. Brody's looking for a little Nando's tag. You know, tonight, like as we're thinking about everything going on tonight, we started with the contract signing, which realistically I would have liked. I understand why they did it. Like we were talking about that earlier with the fact that Evolve started tonight. You get the first few people going to see what it looks like, and then they're just going to change the channel back to Dynamite. Having the contract signing first was a smart move in many ways. You also had we had that 8-man tag right there, basically to set up Fletcher versus Ospreay in the cage. You also had, well, hell, we only had 4 matches on the card. That women's tag was absolutely awesome. Outside of that bump from Statlander, I hope she's okay. I really do. Caster getting his ass whooped by Jay White, who's pumping up the tires for Cope, which, like I said, this is the WWK shit of fans. You're really getting stuck on some ideas that you don't really expect half the time. And that one basically is the, as I come back from the commercial, that somebody saying something good about someone, of course they're going to turn their back on them at the show. Now the question I have, does Brody get pinned or does Ricochet? Oh, I love Ribicati right now. Having to eat on commentary is always an extra treat for you. He won't be doing every weekend. He's started a brand new job, and he's a guy that has got his priorities straight. His family's more important to him. It's his family, then wrestling, then work. So, oh, Ricochet, seriously, why? Ha! Slap on the skull. And a senton on both of them. That's hilarious. Here's Ricochet. There goes Ricochet. You gotta admit, for a team that crossover splash, I love it. For two guys that have not worked together at all in Okada and Ricochet, they are doing a hell of a job here. And Brody just said, nope, we are going to take you down and we are going to make you suffer. Like literally just boom, done. So yeah, they're trying to advertise the hell of the fact that it's on Amazon Prime now. I know a lot of people are pissed. Oh God. Ricochet played that chicken shit heel. I love it. That ain't gonna do it. I'd love to see Okada get a pin here. That would shock pretty much everybody at this point. Over the top, underneath, high knee. Once again, like I said, they don't hit the Y button here. Reversal, 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 reversal. Of course, Ricochet turns the final reversal into that sick DDT. Oh, we got Harley wrestling on Saturday. Okay, that's a bonus. Serena D, Momo Watanabe. So we're getting two women's matches, which really is the norm for Collision now. Garcia Moriarty. Let's go. Reversal, 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 reversal. Didn't reverse that. You notice Okada's pretty much pieced out at this moment, except for the fact he's hiding under the ring there. All right. That was predictable, but are we just going to throw this match out tonight or what? Up. That's a hell of a block of a Rainmaker right there. Well, he found his, Okada going for his title. That's what he's going for. And Ricochet's going to use it. Yeah. You saw how it was dropped so perfectly there. There it is. They went an extra 10 minutes, folks. They went 10 minutes over. You know that Max is being thankful to you. Very happy to see you when they're allowing you to go 10 minutes over. And they're literally ending their angles on this. Not Mox, not Cope, not Storm, not May. But this one. Because people are looking forward to these matches. Especially Swerve Ricochet. All in all tonight, like, a really good show. Like, getting everything lined up. And once again, like I said, I think a lot of things on this show did line us up for the pay-per-view. And for people that aren't familiar with everything with AEW, this gives you a good sign of what you're going to see on Sunday. And we're definitely looking forward to that show because we're definitely going to be here. I did not forget about that when I was doing my lineup. We're not going to talk about that. But, yeah, like everything, there was only 5 matches on the card, and it still felt like a great show tonight. Like nothing was rushed, but nothing went over its time that it should, really. The only thing I think, if we could get rid of one thing on this show, it would have been Mox's promo. If I would have taken that out of there, and he could have put that up on Saturday night, he could have put it up on social media. But having that there immediately like that, I'd love to see Mox have to think it out before admitting, yes, I'm going to be by myself. And to me, Mox's promo took away something from the match. That's what I feel anyways. There's a lot of will he, won't he show up, and then you could actually have Wheeler show up and you're still going to get that little segment, but now it's in doubt that segment's actually going to happen, so. But either way, I know Saturday's going to be an absolute amazing show for us, so. Did the whole show take away from me why to watch the pay-per-view? No, it probably made me feel better. So definitely, I think if you can find a way to buy it, I've already bought it. We're going to have some fun Sunday watching it, so. Well, with that being said, I think that's just where we're going to wrap up the first part of the show. I want to say thank you to everybody who's here. Twitch, hang on. We're going to go to a break here in a sec. Those on YouTube, we are going to be continuing on twitch.tv/MikeTheRef. We are going to be having our WWE 2K24 MindGM finale with WrestleMania. So we are getting our card done up here. We're going to have 5 fantastic matches. We're going to talk about all 4 seasons here. KJ, always a pleasure to have you here. But for those on YouTube, we will bid you adieu. Next time we're going to be live on YouTube is going to be on Saturday with AEW Collision. So stop by, come say hi, and let's chat a little bit of wrestling here. So for those on YouTube, thank you for being here, and we will see y'all here next time on the Backbreaker Video YouTube channel. Take care, everybody.